maybe some therapy, maybe an anti-inflammatory medication, an ibuprofen, or maybe a prescription version of that. And then you kind of move into the injections after that. And these are typically like your kind of like your ESI type injections.
Yeah.
These are ones that you would need to do in advance. So it's not necessarily one we would do on a game day. It's one you would go, several days or even weeks in advance. And, these are done under radiographic guidance. Oftentimes you're put to sleep for these because they have to get into that small space. And when you're working around the spine, the difference of millimeters can be significant. So you want to make sure the needle goes right in the right spot. So it's usually a cortisone shot, usually something to calm down the inflammation. And again, if the inflammation goes away, problem is usually solved. There are other treatments, and the severe end of that being surgical treatments. We talked about some of these other biologic injections last week. Sometimes in some scenarios you would use that, but the most common is just an anti-inflammatory, trying to get it to settle down.
So we're looking at the New Orleans Saints for this week, and they've got a lot of guys with like some, muscle strains and some of those nagging just injuries, groins, hamstrings. Like when you're going out there and you're trying to test that pregame, because I'm sure all these guys are going to be game time decisions. I bet they get to the stadium 3.5, 4 hours early, and they're all – when you have like those, when you have hamstrings and when you have groins, like what are you looking for in that pregame kind of warm-up to see if they can go?
Yeah, so a lot of it you got to listen to the athlete. A lot of this is we have to have good communication, and this is where the relationships you have, not only as a physician, but even more so, this is when we really rely heavily on our athletic trainers because, they're the staff that's there, the boots on the ground. Right. They're the ones that are putting in the hours. They know these guys. So usually it starts with just doing some basic drills. You might have them even go out there with one of their trainers. A lot of times you have specific trainers working with the offense or defense or the position groups. So that's usually where it starts. They'll go out there, they'll have them kind of warm up and start off doing something simple. And then you build to what they would do in the game. If it's an alignment, you're going to have him get out of his stance. You're going to have him do his kick steps. You're going to have him kind of lock up on a pad, whatever we have to do to see if he can go. If it's a wide receiver, we want to see that he can accelerate out. Can he get to full speed? And if he starts feeling that hamstring, for example, catching, then we probably aren't going to want him to go because, A, we don't want him to get hurt more. That's the first and foremost priority. But then, B, you want performance. And if you can't go 100%, if you're going at 80% speed, then you're probably not going to be a beneficial player in most circumstances.
Doc, when somebody in a game, we always see the player go down. We see the doctors, the trainers rush to him. We see you a lot out there. You get a lot of screen time. So when you go out there and you got somebody laying, and it might depend on like what body part they're holding or where you think the injury is. What is like your go-to? What's the first thing you say to a player when you run out there and they're sitting there injured?
Well, hopefully not seeing too much. In most games we don't like that, but I think it depends on the player too. To be honest with you, and how serious is it when we first get out there? If it's a real serious situation, obviously my tone, my attitude is going to be very different. Sometimes you get out there and you realize, hey, this guy's probably okay. He's maybe, you got to based on what they look, and then you might even kind of crack a joke or something, or make a fun of what happened on the play. You want to get the guys' spirits better. But in a serious situation, you're starting with the basics, like, hey, are you okay? I know that's kind of a generic question, but are you okay? What happened? What did you feel? Right. We're trying to quickly assess on the field. That's kind of the triage. Is this something where we need to get the tent off? Do we need to maybe take them off the field?
Yep.
Do we need to leave them where they are and not move them? And that's really what we're trying to assess in the beginning because, if it's a spine injury, we talked about, low back, but if it's a neck injury that we're worried about, I don't want that person moving.
True.
Yeah. Whereas if it's a guy that maybe, just winded, maybe a little cramp, maybe, took a shot in not a desirable location, sometimes those are things that we can.
And look, whatever team, like you also know different pain levels probably for players. And like there's probably some people that if they're acting hurt, you're like, uh-oh. Because, they're,
right.
It's like I know this person's not going to go out there and if they're acting like that, something. So you kind of know off that too, right?
Yeah. Again, that's where, when we talked about a moment ago, relationships. The guys usually pretty well. Sometimes today's game, sometimes you get newer players, takes a little bit longer with the transfers. But for the most part, we know these guys pretty well. And again, like I keep going back to, but our trainers, they're there every day. So so you can kind of base a lot of what we're doing on their response. We kind of lean on them a lot because, again, they're invaluable out there.
So when you're out there, like I don't want to put you on the spot too much, but like, is there like one? But I'm gonna put you on the spot real quick. Is there one like interaction with a player that was hurt that just sticks out to you as like just being really funny or crazy? Like I'm sure you go out there a lot and they're like, I just got hit in the balls or something like that. Like stuff happens, but like, is there something where a guy was like, oh my God, okay, this is pretty funny?
Yeah, there's one guy, I won't necessarily say his name because for protection of certain things, but every time he'd go down, it was a coin toss because he was a defensive lineman, and he was, I'll give that much, and bigger guy, and sometimes he was just tired. And so he'd go down and we're like, well, is he tired or is he hurt? And he was also a very good actor. So you couldn't base it off his response because he'd be rolling. He'd be looking like he's nagging. Then we got here, Doc, I just need a breath.
Yeah.
All right, I just tired.
That does happen. We try not to do that, but obviously that does happen. And in that scenario, we have to be.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we were trained to like fake.
Yeah, for sure.
Fake an injury if we had like a chin strap malfunction or something. And I know.
I only had the doctors come out for me one time. It was after scored against Florida, and I couldn't buckle my chin strap. It come loose, and I tried to do it, and there was so much sand on the field that sand got lodged in there. And I was on the extra point team, and we had one timeout. And I'm like, I don't want something to happen and then have to use a timeout on me, like to get me off, get Richard Dixon on, who was my backup on extra point or whatever. And so like it was terrible acting. I just grabbed my knee, and I remember Jack and Bear coming out there. They're like, "Hey man, what happened to you?" I was like, "I got sand in my chin strap." And then of course Jack, you can see on the TV copy, he's like, "Oh my god."
Oh man.
But look, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do it. You gotta win.
It's part of it. Yeah,
Gotta be a
absolutely.
winner.
We were taught to be actors, bad ones, but actors.
Real bad ones.
So now there is kind of rules against that though.
Yeah, they're trying to kind of lock down that. Yeah.
As
There should be. Yeah, that should be.
Do the refs like come in and try to like hear the conversation a little bit? Let's like make sure like, what's he saying?
Yeah, trying to ear hustle. Doc, also I know Friday nights are about to kick up here in high school football. You got Thursday games, you got Friday games. Like this is week one in high school football, and I know y'all have got something over there at the clinic. If something, knock on wood, does happen on Friday night, that y'all are ready to go.
Yeah, it's a service that we provided for years before even I got here, and it's something that I think is one of the cooler things that we do. Very proud of it. Is every Friday night during football season we have a injury clinic at Brock, and basically it's for really anybody. We say it's a football injury clinic, but any sports injury. In fact, the first year I ever covered it, my first individual to come in was somebody from the band who had rolled an ankle.
Oh wow, yeah.
But it's a free clinic. We provide everything. If they need X-rays, they get X-rays. We don't worry about if you have insurance, if you don't. And then whatever the scenario is from there, we try and get those people set up with what they need.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to get an evaluation. And again, these are going to be done by our orthopedists. They're going to be there every night. We all kind of take turns, rotate through it. So you're going to get great care for any sports injury that occurs. It's starts at 9 o'clock on Friday nights, and usually we're there until at least 11. We need to stay later. Sometimes we'll get some calls from a trainer like, "Hey, we're getting somebody in."
Right.
And it's a really cool service, something that I'm really proud of.
Yes, and hopefully you don't have to use it, right?
Yeah,
But I
right,
mean, it's football, it's tackle football, and thank God that they do that. That's a really cool deal.
And I mean, y'all do a great job, for where my son plays high school football. And so if number 57 ever lays on the ground, tell him rub some dirt on it.
For sure.
Tell him to get up.
Better not be faking a chin strap injury.
No, let's go. We got to get out there. Doc, we appreciate it like we do every single week. Can't thank you enough for your time. And again, enjoy the ride that you had this weekend, because I saw you walk in, and I don't think your feet hit the ground.
Oh, man, everything smells better, tastes better, looks better. This week's been great.
All right, there he is, our guy, Dr. Stephen Etheridge, good enough to join us here on OTB. We'll take a break. More on the other side when we come back on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstar12batonrouge.com. Buying new, leasing, renting, every single thing is available. A lot of times when you're buying new, obviously. But when you are leasing, you might have one option in every category, maybe. When you're renting, you might have 3 total to choose from. Not the case over at All Star. Check out that rental department. If you're going to watch the Tigers play this fall and you want to have a road trip, well, go ahead and rent that Toyota. Go ahead and reserve that rental as well. Call Miss Lisa Sessions today in that rental department. Again, everything is available. Midsize SUV, full-size van, truck, you name it, it's there. All-Star Toyota, BatonRouge.com.
Yeah, well, it's new cars, used cars, rentals, whatever it is. Like the rental service for them is the most unique thing about a dealer, because when you want to do a per day rental, you're like, oh man, it's from a dealer. I can do any car in the lot, but it's probably way more expensive. No, it's just as cheap or better prices than what you get at the airport car rental places. So go check them out. Call them today. Rent your car for that little trip, that little vacation, whatever it is. All-Star Toyota at BatonRouge.com.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Hi, this is Beth Tarina. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench. Locked in.
You know this one, Flynn?
Yeah, bub.
Okay.
This is actually a popular song.
Oh, it's weird the people on Twitter that are tagging both of us saying that they've definitely heard that song and Flynn's an idiot. Those aren't my words, you know.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
You get so weird.
What do you mean weird? I'm just being
If you
me.
haven't heard of a song, I'm not just talking about my songs. I'm talking about anybody's. You're like, this popular?
Yeah.
Didn't know the catalog you had in your brain there. Sorry, bud.
I know a lot of music. A lot of music. But, you know.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
John Mayer Deep Track from like his 50th album. I don't really know that one.
I think it was from his
I don't know. You know.
third album, if I'm not mistaken.
Whatever.
Song's old.
Is it old?
Yeah, it's old. Probably 20 years old.
All right.
Something like that.
It's a good guitar player.
He's great. Who else is great? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness.
There they are.
YourGoodwood.com is the website. You should probably go there. Probably go check out a full list of services that they offer.
Yep.
You should probably set the consultation up as well, you know, right there in the bottom right corner. Gonna pick up the phone, give them a call, 225-4GD-WOOD.
Yep.
Probably
You
should
know,
do that.
Jordan had to call Goodwood, get that YouTube back up.
Yeah, I just couldn't get it up. I don't know what was
We
wrong.
got it up now.
Yeah.
Go to Your Goodwood. YourGoodwood.com. Check them out, man.
Hey, it was an hour and a half into it, but we're good.
It's
Hey,
fine.
you know,
Better
as long as I got the job done.
Probably the greatest hour and a half
Never.
of YouTube radio ever. Missed it.
See, you never in the journey.
YouTube radio.
Yeah. I'm about to say, in the journey, it's all about, the pitfalls. Sometimes you got to fall on your face. It's okay. We'll be all right.
That's what we were trying to tell you when you were freaking out.
Yeah,
like,
man.
hey, man,
Don't try to calm us down now.
Don't calm us.
You're right. And I got to flip the script.
Trying to just make you like, hey, it's okay. We're not going to yell at you.
Oh no, I was heated around
Daniel
6:40.
in the huddle.
Around 6:40, I was heated. I'm like, damn.
In the
nobody
huddle.
answered the phone.
Whoa.
The huddle in the chat, whatever it's called. Can we call it the huddle?
I mean, Bayou Ford huddle if you
He
want
said,
to.
also asked Matt how he's never heard of Maneater. I have, from Hall & Oates. Way better.
Y'all, he is very pinky up in the air when it comes to music, so don't even attempt.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, it's very true. Right there. Pinky in the air.
Pinky's up.
If he hasn't heard of it, must suck.
That's a fact.
Like this microphone that keeps falling. It needs to go to Goodwood.
Got the old limp mic.
One of the things that popped yesterday, Dabo Sweeney in his weekly press conference there, Monday press conference like all these coaches do. He was talking about grading the game. His quote was, "It's like getting a final exam the first day of class. They made a 65. We made a 58. Neither one of us were great." So our guy Chris Marler asked, LouisianaSports.net, asked Brian Kelly about it during his press conference. And BK said, "I thought we dominated them in the second half." So he's either a really good grader giving himself a 58, or he's a really hard grader on us. Or he didn't see the second half, which that might be the case. He might not have wanted to see the second half.
Smart.
Was the reply from BK. And so BK was having none of that. And again, Marler put up a story on LouisianaSports.net if you want to see the clip there. Because, yeah, I'm going to disagree with Dabo as far as the grading scale there. I thought in the first half for LSU, they were trying to figure out what it was going to be. Like Tom Allen's coming over from Penn State. Now he's calling defenses for Clemson. You can see Joe Sloan try to figure it out a little bit of a jab. Let's throw the haymaker in the second half. And they were throwing body blows, headshots, leg whips, everything they could in the second half. And Clemson really had no answer for it. That second half was dominant. And I know that it didn't end up in points, although it should have a touchdown that wasn't a touchdown. But they dominated. LSU did the second half, and they outcoached Clemson on every single level. Now that we do have video back, like there was about 6 plays I think I sent y'all yesterday of someone clipped up of everything the offense did to keep Clemson on their heels. So, I mean, I'm going to agree with BK here as far as if that's his grading system, I'd hate him as a professor.
No doubt.
Because I thought if you're grading the second half, I mean, it'd be hard not to give an A to what LSU was able to do.
Yeah, and I know D's are for degrees, but man, that grading scale is pretty rough there, which is fine. I mean, he's trying to just give up probably like a blow off comment, to saying, "Hey, man, we got a lot of work to do. Both teams are really good, but both teams are going to get a lot better." Yeah, I get that, but I'm sitting here just kind of scrolling through tape as we're doing this show. I just saw Monster Delane make a great play. That was an A+ play to me. So yeah, just like you said in the second half, where it doesn't show up in the scoreboard as much. So, we win the game 17-10, but it was a more dominant performance than a 17-10 scoreboard finale.
I mean, you got a touchdown taken away.
You got a touchdown taken away. If they played again right now.
Now that you've seen that, because during Saturday in the group chat during the game, you were kind of like, I don't really know. I can understand it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know your answer to this. I'm asking, now that you've seen it, what do you think of that play?
What I think is I don't really know the rule.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. I don't think they do.
I looked up the rule yesterday, and the rule does not go into as much granular detail as you would think.
Right.
So it's always been my opinion, if the receiver starts to make his catch with his momentum going towards the ground, he has to finish it through the ground.
Right.
But that
wasn't the case on Saturday. When he caught the football, He established himself inbounds.
Well,
hit the
because of
pylon
2
with his
steps.
leg.
Are you saying he established himself because of 2 steps?
He established himself because he wasn't falling.
I agree that it is a catch. I'm just saying when it happened, when I was watching it live and we were all texting each other, I watched it and the replay came back. I was like, oh, that's not a catch. Because his momentum is going toward the ground when the ball hits his hands. Like he's going toward the ground, even though he makes 2 steps as he's falling.
And then he hits the pylon, which
does count.
Any level of football, that's a touchdown.
I agree.
With possession. Pylon with possession.
It's just not like what a catch is needs to be more defined. It is a catch. I know. And that it's such a hypocritical rule that Bauer Sharp can take almost 2 steps and it be called a fumble, and we can't take 2 steps, hit a pylon, and it's called an incomplete pass. Like, how can you have possession and fumble?
How can it just be the same? Yeah.
How can it be the same thing? Right. Like, it has to be consistent. It can't be hypocritical on one side. It can't be both going against both rules, not judged the same, but they both penalize the offense.
Yeah, and so obviously I'm not watching the TV copy. I'm calling the game, but apparently the rules analyst was like, that's a catch. That's a touchdown.
He was like, it's a catch. Got his foot inbounds, hit the pylon. That's a touchdown.
Yeah.
And so me watching, like I said, I'm watching the TV copy. I'm like, oh, touchdown. So
Yeah.
I didn't know at no point in time.
Us either in the booth, so don't feel bad.
So at no point in time when the referee came in there to give the call, when he said incomplete, I was never a thought in my mind was he was going to say incomplete. It was either going to be down at the 1 or a touchdown. So when he said incomplete and then you missed the kick, I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, I know, yeah. It felt like in that moment, it's like those are things that lose football games.
No doubt.
Because think about the momentum that you went from, we got it on the 1 to, oh, my God, we scored. And when they went in, that's the only thing we thought they were looking at.
Yes.
When that man came back there and said incomplete pass.
Couldn't believe it.
I was hot on the CB was too. And I felt bad because Gordy's like, well, I was like, no, I don't know. I don't know, Gordy. I need more.
You didn't like our group chat then?
No, I hated it, in fact. But you're lucky I was concentrating on the game and not just doing this to the buttons, texting you back. You're too close to the case.
Because
I told you that. You gotta turn your badge in.
It was not a catch. Dez did not have a catch.
Dez caught that ball every day and twice on Sundays.
Dez caught that.
Incomplete.
I get why you're like that. But that was a catch.
I agree. Cases. LSU's was a catch. Dez was not a catch.
Okay.
You won the game. It's okay.
But they got rid of that rule, right? Like you had to finish every catch through the ground, no matter how many steps, right?
I mean, we think so. Nobody can really tell you what a catch is.
Nobody can.
Yeah.
Like I literally looked up the rule book yesterday.
Oh, and it's funny we say that because
it doesn't talk about that situation.
Yeah.
It doesn't talk about steps.
It just happened in the South Carolina game, Virginia Tech with Harbor, where they didn't count his touchdown either. So I was like, you know what? They let that one. They didn't count that one either. I'm not going to trip too hard about Barron. Even though I still feel like Barron Brown scored. The fact that they didn't call that for Nick Harbor, I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah, that was BS too.
Yeah.
But I will say this, final point before we take this break. To have that happen to you, miss the kick,
yes,
and still not let momentum go to Clemson for the rest of the game, that kind of shows you the DNA and the wiring of this group is different than it has been in the past.
Oh, 100%.
Did you agree there?
Because they got that crazy dude energy on defense. That's why.
Oh, I mean, let's call it like it is. They have meathead energy on defense.
Yep.
They've got the perfect amount of meathead with skill, with high football IQ, and just dog in them.
Yes.
And I'm like, as we're talking right now, I'm like flipping through the actual 11-on-11 game film right now as we're like, and I can't even see numbers a lot of times because it's the zoomed out sideline version. And we got to be so excited about our DBs. I mean, we're talking lockdown corner play right now, both sides of the ball. It's very impressive. So much energy.
Gulf South, you noticed how LSU was trying to hurry up after the play. They knew it would be incomplete. Actually, if you go back and you watch the All-22, I don't know what the TV showed, they weren't. They actually were checking at the line of scrimmage on the next play. I thought actually Gulf South they would. I thought they would actually rush to the line. But if you go back, because I pointed that out on the broadcast, they weren't. They were kind of like Nussmeier was pointing and getting people kind of lined up. And so I think and if you watch the LSU coaches sideline, they were signaling touchdown. That's what they were trying to get they weren't trying to hurry up and get a play because they thought it was incomplete. I talked with one of the coaches after the game, and they said, no, we knew it was a touchdown and not down at the 1, and that's what we were trying to signal there. So they were as surprised as we were.
It was clear and obvious, like live, that it was a touchdown, like that he had caught it and crossed the pylon. Like, of course, nobody saw the bobble at the end, like the ground moved the ball.
Yeah.
But like for that guy to mark it down at the 1 was pretty
that was
ballsy.
wild behavior too.
That was wild behavior.
Yes. All right, we got to take a break. We'll do it more OTB here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, go to russellpools.com. It's the website for Russell Pool Company. And one of the things we always encourage you, man, just let it breathe a little bit. Let the website breathe. It's going to pull up all these amazing pools that they have built in your neighbor's backyard. Now, it doesn't have to be your neighbor. It can be you that has the incredible custom pool in your backyard. And you'll see there on the website, I mean, just custom pool after. There's no kidney shape. There's no just rectangles out there.
Squares.
I mean, no squares either. All right. Russell Pools doesn't deal with squares. I mean, look at the work that they can do for you. Whatever your dream pool is, they can make it a reality over at russellpools.com.
Hey, if your dream pool is a kidney-shaped pool or a square pool, they can do that too. But like they can, you want a lazy river, you want a grotto, you want a sun shelf, you want anything. They can turn your dream into an absolute reality, completely turnkey project. And what does that mean? They can take, you just tell them exactly what you want. They can draw it. They can architect it up. They design it, engineer it. They will do everything. So when you think of quality custom pools in Louisiana, you think of Russell Pools. That is russellpools.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment. Dave's back on. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Can't explain all in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel. Touching you, touching me, touching you, cause you're touching me.
All right, welcome back in OTB. Brought to you by All-Star Toyota here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Let's go.
When we come back, I get a little Would You Rather. So go ahead, Jordan. You got to get a question ready for Would You Rather Wednesday. Back on YouTube. Feels good. Back alive. We're here.
Phil, it's great. It felt really uncomfortable not being on YouTube.
And also in hour number 3, we'll give you our first preview of Louisiana Tech, the Bulldogs, as LSU prepares to take on the Dogs inside Tiger Stadium for the first home game of the year. So we've got that. Would you rather? Stay locked in here with us. We're going to maybe even try to I'm not even going to say that because we're glad we're on YouTube. So for me to say we might show some tape, I'm not even going to say that.
Yep. We're just going to surprise you. Maybe
we'll surprise you. If it
won't.
works, it works. Fingers crossed. How about that? All right, stay locked in here. More OTB when we come back on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, back in 1934, 7 LSU employees had a vision, people helping people. That vision became Campus Federal. And today they proudly serve more than 44,000 members across Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and in the port city up there in Shreveport. So when it comes to checking accounts, Campus Federal has a fit for everyone. A Lanyap checking earns up to 5.25% APY on balances up to $10,000 with ATM fees, refunds every month you qualify. Little Lanyap Light pays 4% APY when even fewer requirements if you're under 30. Jordan Alondra. They got the young adult checking. It's totally free. No fees. And if you just want a simple and reliable, you got the old Campus Classic. It gets it done every single time. So many options. An option for everybody. Go to campusfederal.org.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
We came up with the idea of auctions in August. Gulf Coast Bank does all the work. We display the item, we prominently feature it in social media, on our website, but we do it because it's the right thing to do for the community.
Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Boom!
Live from downtown Baton Rouge, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 3 OTB, brought to you by All Star Toyota here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Let's get to a little Would You Rather Wednesday. Ooh, this one's tough. Would you rather this week be Texas quarterback Arch Manning or Alabama head coach Kalen DeBoer?
Arch Manning.
Oh, really?
Oh, but Texas plays nobody for the next 3 weeks. I can stat pad. Oh,
but here's the deal, Jordan, and I think Flynn will agree with me here. There's nothing he can do in those 3 weeks that's going to change a lot of people's minds because nobody cares about it.
There's nothing Kalen DeBoer can do for the rest of the season for people to change their minds on him.
Okay. All right. The people have spoken.
I'd rather be Arch right now.
All right.
Sure.
I mean, you only play one game a week,
Yeah.
but for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can be Arch Manning, starting quarterback for Texas.
Yeah.
Walking around campus, going
Yeah.
to bars. So it's pretty sweet. If you're Kalen DeBoer, you can have that beta face all week.
And a bad hairline.
Does he? Didn't even look at it.
I mean,
He's always got a hat on.
It's a little balding.
You know, it's crazy that we was down there at Thibodeau for the Man and Passing Academy. Arch Manning pulled up in a white Sprinter van.
Yeah, he did.
Hopped out with like 2 dudes, walked around the bar, and left. Everybody else having a good time. You know, Marcel Reed, Haynes King, who I feel like should be Meathead QB of the
He
year.
is. He's on the
making
all
sure.
Meathead team, and the Phil Steele, he's QB1.
Okay, just making sure. But yeah, he didn't really socialize with everybody. You know, Tyler Shuck was there taking shots with us. You know, Arch just pulled up, Sprinter van, looked around, walked around.
Too much
had
paparazzi.
a little couple girls walking around with him, and then left. Got up out of there. QB1 stuff, I guess.
Hey, you know.
I have a good would you rather.
All right. Yeah, come on.
Would you rather be would you rather be the best player on a championship team, or would you rather be the best player on a losing team, or would you rather be a bench warmer on a championship team?
I think we've done
I want
this
to.
one.
I want to play.
You want to play?
I want to play.
So you rather be the best player on a losing team?
I mean, I try to change your fortunes there, but
Yeah.
I can't watch.
Okay.
I need to play.
Matt?
I got to feel like I helped the team in some way.
I don't know. So we have done this one before. So my answer might be different, but I want to play.
You want to play?
I'll play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all said play, and Taylor was the one that was like, I want
Yeah.
a championship.
Yes.
Which is on brand. Okay, do you have one?
I did. I'm trying to find it.
Okay.
Jesus.
Hey, relax.
I'll let
pal.
you go then.
He's trying to find it.
I'm trying to find it. All right.
Just go ahead.
I don't want to
Alonzo.
step all over you.
No,
go
please
ahead.
do.
Okay.
No, please. Hey, relax, dude.
Turn your heel in while you're at it. Good Lord.
Would you rather only be able to eat food someone else chewed first?
Oh my goodness.
Or every drink you take must be served from a stranger's shoe?
Ooh. You know.
Gross.
You know what? Give me the shoe.
So I got to drink out of somebody's shoe, or I have to
eat somebody else.
Basically like a bird.
Baby bird it.
Baby
Yeah.
bird.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's.
I gotta.
brutal.
I
I think
hate
I'd rather just
feet.
drink out of the shoe, man.
What was it, old Greg? You drink Bailey's from a shoe? Is that old Greg? Remember that video, YouTube? Old Greg. I'm old Greg. No. You suck.
They both suck though. Both
Yeah,
options.
both are
I'm
pretty
drinking
terrible.
I'm drinking out of the shoe a little bit. I mean, it's not great, but
It's not great, but I can't.
And then you
eat
get
somebody
someone like
else's food.
T-Bob that doesn't wash their feet.
Oh, that's true. Doesn't use soap on their feet.
You have to go with the shoe thing because I don't think you can get. You probably can, but I don't think you can get sick from that. Like if somebody's got some nasty stuff in their mouth.
Got some little athlete's foot going on down there.
I guess you could get that, but if you're eating something out of someone's mouth, ugh.
Yeah, just every meal somebody
Can't
has
do
to
that.
sit there and spit it on your plate and you have to eat it. Come on, man. I'll drink out the shoe. Put a little martini in the shoe, little kick with it, little zest.
Yeah, that is gross.
That's brutal, man. Where you got that from? That's crazy.
All right.
You sure?
I'm not sure what.
You ready?
You need to relax, pal. Would you rather only be able to eat pizza
Yes.
for the rest of your life or never be allowed to eat pizza again?
Ooh.
Never eat pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I
man.
could go without. I mean, I love pizza.
It's a balanced meal. If you look
Yeah.
at it like that old school pyramid thing.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, I'm not pizza's great, but it's not one of my go-tos. So yeah.
You know, yeah, I'm at the.
I love pizza, but I don't think I could eat it every day for the rest
I
of
think
my
there was
life.
probably a time in life where I would have said
Yes.
pizza.
Yeah.
College.
But I'm a man now.
Yeah.
Like every now and then, too much bread
Right.
makes my tummy rumble.
Oof.
And I love tacos.
Oh,
The cheese.
BBGs.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
I-
A little too much cheese.
A little too much. It's not the cheese; it's the bread.
The bread.
And I
The
don't
bread will
get
get
it.
you.
Sometimes the bread hits different than others. Sometimes 2 bites
Yeah.
of bread and I'm not feeling great. Sometimes I can eat a bunch of bread and I feel great. What's happening with that? I don't know. Maybe it's how inflamed the gut is. I
Yeah.
have no idea. Learn a lot about gut health the older you get.
Yeah.
So I think we're all in agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
That's not a good question. We're all in agreement.
Yeah,
It's too much. It's too much good food out there. Just
That was
to leave
Chat
alone.
GPT's fault.
Yeah.
Would you rather your best
friend failed you.
Would you rather
He betrayed you.
drive 10 hours to a road game with your buddies, or take a 30-minute flight sitting in the middle seat next to 2 rival fans?
Ooh.
Are they like?
Yeah, it depends on the fans.
Are they big fans?
Yeah.
Well,
Have they showered?
Yeah.
Have they brushed their teeth?
Wait, so I have to sit in the middle though.
you got to sit in the middle, and they're just yapping.
Oh, I
I
can
did a
heckle.
15
I can heckle. I'm a heckler now. We can go back and forth with it.
I
We
did
can
a
go back and forth
15-hour
with
road trip with some buds, and it wasn't that bad.
Okay.
So I hate flying,
Yeah,
and
you
I
do.
hate being in the middle even more.
I can't stand being
Yeah,
Even
me
if
too.
it's 30 minutes. I don't know if I want to suffer for 30 minutes or be fine for 15 hours. That's a hard one.
it. Am I driving the full 15? Or we
It's 10.
splitting it up?
10.
Oh, am I driving the full 10 or we splitting it up?
It says rather drive 10 hours.
Oof. That's a long drive, man.
I guess
Road trips are not bad. It
No.
depends on the
They're not.
company. It's like if
If
you
you're
have good
driving,
company,
you get the
can
aux
do anything.
cord. That's usually
Yeah.
how it goes. So
Yeah, you get the aux cord.
Yeah.
How long is the flight again?
30
30
minutes.
Oh, yes.
I'm about to say,
I
man,
mean,
Yeah, but you
I
got to
can-
think taxiing.
they got noise canceling headphones.
I just can't. Middle is like.
And I can do
Can't
some
do
chirping.
middle.
So 30 minutes chirping, we can go.
I've heard you and Taylor talk y'all's tongue.
Yeah,
dry
we can do
before.
some chirping.
Yeah.
So we can chirp for 30 minutes.
We've all had that on that boarding pass for Southwest. It's a C65.
Ugh.
We get it.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's sat in the middle before.
I don't like
See, that's your fault. You got to get the.
Well,
I had
check
a
those,
panic
but you
attack
do
on
it.
a flight sitting in the middle one time.
Nobody likes Southwest or any airline really, but you do it because
And
it's
then-
the only option.
Yeah. And then I got up to go to the
like that, though.
bathroom thinking that was going to help me, and it made it worse because the bathroom's tiny.
Oh, super.
Yeah.
I started freaking out. I still had an hour left.
Does anybody else get nervous to push that flush button on the bath?
That's gonna suck you in?
plane? No, just like it makes such a loud noise. Like, is this going to be the time where something malfunctions and the side of the plane rips off? That's what I
Yeah.
think of.
Final destination.
I like open the door, then I push it and walk out real quick. Like I get a little nervous.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You think because when you hit the button, that's going to happen?
I mean, what's that noise? Why does it make such a loud noise?
Ejecto toilet.
What is it doing with that?
Where does that go? No, it's not shooting it out the plane.
That scene from Joe Dirt's not accurate. Where it's
like the
big thing of poo just falling out of the sky. No, that's not a thing.
This was coming from Gulf South here. Would you rather vacation in Hammond or Laplace?
I've never really been to either of those places, so I don't know.
If I was in college, I would say Hammond because I can go to Southeastern. Laplace sucks. I'll be honest. Laplace sucks.
Wow.
Hammond at least got
Laplace catching straight.
Oh, we got good listeners on Laplace.
Hey, we got listeners on Laplace. I'm not a Laplace fan, so I pass Laplace too much.
The opinions expressed by Jordan are not the opinions shared by the rest of the OTB people.
Yeah. Look, I'm more because as a New Orleans guy, we're not a big fan of Laplace, so I'm a little different there, but I'm not a big fan of them. They're like
going back to your first question, Alondra.
Yeah.
Steven inside the Bayou 4 chat said, I'm a dentist. I picked the shoe.
Yes.
I just made me get even more grossed out about chewing somebody else's
Yeah.
food.
Gross.
Yeah. Don't love it.
Yeah, that is gross. I'll take the shoe all day long.
I think I will too.
Add a little flavor.
Yeah, man. A little kick to it.
Ugh,
you're not gonna eat my
Get
food
outta
and
here.
spit it on my plate. I don't know.
All right, let's see where your fandom is. Would you rather drop $500 on playoff tickets and eat PB&Js for a month, or watch from home on your brand new 85-inch TV with free food but no atmosphere?
Like college football playoffs?
So LSU makes it to the CFP, the championship game in Miami.
I'm there. A little PB&J for a while is not going to, I mean, it might help me.
Great.
Yeah. I might lose some weight.
Hey, bro.
Hella protein in the peanut butter.
True.
I might get fine.
I'm creating my own atmosphere in my house, eating that free food,
Yeah, I'm
eating
about to
whatever
say
I
that.
want for an entire month. I'm playing neck because there's no rules on that at my house.
Well, if you make it to the championship, they usually play neck too. Because they're like, why not?
I mean,
I don't know. I'm with Alondra. I think I'm there for the vibes.
I'm there for the vibes.
No, not a month. Not a month.
Some of us
only
haven't
PB&Js.
experienced a championship, LSU championship in person or
Sure.
playoff in person.
A month
or
is a
anything
long
like
Yeah,
time.
you've experienced 3. We get it. Because you went to 2019.
You're just
right?
talking about a playoff game, though.
Yeah, but I haven't experienced that either.
All right.
So
All right,
I'm taking the PB&Js.
Enjoy your PB&Js.
Yeah, they got peanut butter and honey Uncrustables too.
True.
You know, those are great.
Can't have those. It's PB&Js.
Those are great.
I mean, I don't love jelly, but
Russian didn't say anything about a Uncrustable.
I think I'm at the crib.
Well,
man.
PB&J they have that version too.
Yeah.
I'm not a PB&J guy. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
I'm not either.
I'm about to say, growing up, I was.
Hot take.
Look, growing up, I was the bologna guy. Bologna
I
sandwich.
think I actually could eat PB&Js every day and never get tired of them.
Oh, see, I just never was a PB&J guy.
And I don't respect this about myself, is I didn't like PB&Js growing up either.
I didn't.
I'll eat them now. Like, it's fine. I would have them at halftime and like when I was playing. Like, I wasn't sitting there like, oh, it's so good. I was like, oh man, I'm just trying to get.
I like the
some
good
fuel
grilled
in.
cheese.
Grilled cheese is cool.
I like the
Grilled
good
cheese.
grilled cheese. Grilled cheese
cool.
or a bologna sandwich.
All right, I'm messing
Fried
with that.
bologna sandwich. Ooh boy, that's that struggle meal.
I like it's a
Little-
good
little
grilled
mustard
cheese
on that thing?
dipped into like a good tomato soup. Come on,
Oh, yeah.
somebody.
yeah, I never really ate PB&Js. I mean, I would because I don't like jelly, but I would eat peanut butter sandwiches. But I'd get the crunchy peanut butter.
Are you a crunchy?
Hell yeah.
Crunchy.
No,
What do you,
no.
Jake? You
With
like
some banana?
you like peanut butter and jelly? You're a crunchy guy.
I'll take either. I don't care.
Okay.
Smooth, crunchy, whatever.
Okay.
All good. I'll take strawberry jelly. I'll take grape jelly. I'll take
Ooh.
apple jelly. I'll take any jelly. I don't
I
care.
love some strawberry jelly.
Yeah.
Another weird thing about myself I didn't respect was I didn't really like spaghetti and meatballs either growing up.
Really?
And that's kind of a
You're
weird thing.
like-
Like it's a weird
Well,
thing.
hold on.
I liked a lot of things.
Don't come at me for
You
my
just
food
ate
takes
chicken strips.
again.
I know. I liked a lot
You're
of
the kid
things.
that gets
But I've just
chicken
never.
strips and fries at every restaurant.
you're not- you're
Olive
right.
Garden, chicken strip.
I didn't say every restaurant. I said as a child.
Respectfully,
Superior
yes.
chicken strips.
As a child, I didn't want enchiladas. I wanted chicken strips. Okay, but like I never like spaghetti and meatballs, and I like it now. Like, and I just told you, I prefaced it with saying I don't respect this about myself. I just never said like,
Spaghetti.
A ball of meat.
Yeah.
A ball of meat sounds good. A meatball just didn't sound good to me.
We're the same. I feel the same way. I didn't like spaghetti growing up. Well, one, because my mom would make spaghetti. You eating that for about 4 or 5 days, like every day. Yeah, you know, no, I don't.
Oh, it's the best.
That's what made me not like it, man. The leftover spaghetti, man.
T-Bob even got me like even cold spaghetti's pretty good.
I see. Now I can eat some spaghetti, but as a kid growing up, because like I said, your mom make that spaghetti on like a Tuesday, bro, you're eating that spaghetti on Friday. It's like, all right, I'm tired of eating spaghetti. So it got old real fast. A hamburger helper, I kill some hamburger helper.
Oh, that's when you're balling on a budget. We had that growing up.
I like that too.
Hamburger helper.
Hamburger helper.
Beef
Ooh.
stroganoff.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
no doubt.
College, we had hamburger helper. We had tuna helper.
Oh, no, I wasn't the tuna guy.
Can of tuna. Get that tuna helper. Come on.
Ooh,
I mean, we it wasn't NIL days back then. We were living on $400 a month.
Do you like? This is the God's honest truth. There used to be that Brewbachers on Nicholson.
Yeah.
On Sundays after a big win, like we would treat ourselves like that was a splurge. Was to go have Brewbachers after we got done Sunday with Stretch and Stride. That was a big time splurge. Like,
or
hey, we might gotta be conscious the rest of the week, but Brewbacher's about to go down.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Or the
dude, we didn't have
steak
any money.
Sammys. Steak Sammys at Inga's.
Yep. Oh gosh, I'll eat that. I still do eat that almost once a week. Yeah, because dude, my scholarship check didn't pay for it. Barely covered half the rent. Barely. Our rent was $940 and our scholarship check was $500. So
I can only
you do the
imagine.
math.
I can only imagine you see like the players now and they just chains.
Bro,
and
you go to the
endorsement
parking lot, it
deals.
looks like an exotic car dealership.
Oh wow, just what Hellcats and
Hey, man.
Mercedes.
Oh,
and-
Hellcats, no. No. I mean, yes, all your European luxury vehicles. Yeah, and I ain't mad at them.
Oh, we talking like BMWs and
no,
we
we're talking about Mercedes. We're
Yeah.
talking Porsche.
Porsche?
We're
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
get yours, kids.
yeah.
Get yours.
Yeah.
Look, that's the
Everybody
rules.
gotta
Go
eat.
do it. Go get it. I ain't mad at you. All right, we got to take a break. More OTB when we come back. 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
Hey, go to allstartoyotabatonrouge.com. Speaking of nice vehicles, they've got every option for you. The full-size Sequoia, the Sienna minivan. You want to go murder it out mini?
Shoot.
Ain't no more of those driving around town. You can have the only one. If you're looking for a truck, Tundra, Tacoma, midsize SUV, what about that Highlander? What about that 4Runner? So many different options, and the options are there if you're buying new, if you're leasing, or if you are renting. So later on in the year, when LSU's got road trips to Oxford, to Tuscaloosa, and you want to go watch the Tigers play, remember you can go ahead today and reserve that rental, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter what you're in the need for, whether it's a big car, small car, whether you need to haul, whether for a job, whether it's for carrying a lot of kids around, it doesn't matter. Toyota has a vehicle for your need, whether it's new, whether it's used, whether it is a long-term lease, a rental, whatever your needs are, go see them today or visit them at allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Baton Rouge is home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Baby, I see you working hard, wanna let you know I'm proud, let you know that I admire what you do. Don't know if I need to reassure you if my life will be purposeless without you.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in OTB, presented by All-Star Toyota here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. I want to remind you about our friends over at Boudreaux's Electrical. Go to the website today, and it's not too late just because that Gulf is heating up. We've already had activity in the Gulf. It is not too late for that whole home generator we tell you about, boudreauxelectrical.com, and a couple of contact numbers here. If you're on the North Shore, 985-397-1562 in the greater Baton Rouge area, 225-300-9389. Go ahead, call them today. They're going to come, slab it, install it. You're ready to go. BoudreauxElectrical.com. All right, as we continue breaking down what we saw from week one in college football, we're moving on to week two. You've got the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs coming to town. They did open up their season with a victory over Southeastern. It was not it's not the cleanest game. Going back and watching some of that game last night. Now they did end up pulling away. They won 24-0 at halftime. Though the score was 3-0. Louisiana Tech. I mean, it was what we call a rock fight, and not a beautiful rock fight like we've had. Not one of those defensive battles. Just a very clunky game. I mean, in fact, when you look at the stats of the game, Southeastern actually had more first downs than Louisiana Tech. It was 18-14. On third down, Southeastern was kind of good. They were 9 of 18. Louisiana Tech was only 3 of 10. Total yards in this game, Southeastern actually had more total yards, 273 to 263. Passing yards, Southeastern only threw for 145. Tech throws for 130 total passing yards. Now, one of the differences in the game, turnovers, Southeastern had 3, Louisiana Tech had none. Southeastern had 7 penalties, Louisiana Tech had 5. Even rushing the football, yards per rush for Southeastern, 2.9, Louisiana Tech 4.2. Time of possession, 32-27 in favor of the Bulldogs. It was an ugly tape. There was a lot of mistakes being made by both teams. Louisiana Tech right now, watching that tape, and this is going to sound awful, they set the forward pass back 40 years trying to get through some of the concepts that they had. And, I mean, it was just not
a big
great.
setback, huh?
I mean, 40 years.
The forward pass?
1985 is what it looked like I was watching. So, look, Louisiana Tech has certainly had teams in the past that has had really good players. And actually, maybe one of their best players in the history, Tim Rattay's on LSU staff. They've had Troy Edwards. I could go across the board. They've had great players, going back to Terry Bradshaw, and we don't have to do that. Y'all know the history of Louisiana Tech. They're not in the golden age right now. They're trying to find their way there. I mean, look, Derek Dooley had some great times there. Sonny Dykes had some good times there. Skip Holtz had some great times there. But the last couple of years, it's really, really changed directions, and not in a good way. It's going downhill, and it's going downhill fast. And so I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Clemson, South Carolina, look, if you want to impose your will, you can't take weeks off. You got to do it every single week. This is the home opener. This is the first time that a lot of these guys that came here for a reason are going to get a chance to play in the Tiger Stadium. And so what are we watching for in these games? Like, we always look keys to victory. And I just want to see the same intensity. I just want to see the same flying 11 meatheads out there on defense playing with bad intentions. And look, if you get to a point where you're subbing out and here come the twos, that's great. But when you're in there, just look like you looked last week. And then offensively, kind of the same thing. Like what we saw in the second half, man, it was a masterclass of out-coaching the Clemson Tigers. Keep that same energy up all throughout the game, because I'm not going to sit here and, give you individual matchups. You got to go out there and win. For me, my goal for this game is to look like you had the same energy and the same attention to detail that you had last Saturday. And it's hard. That's tough to do.
The attention to detail is what I would look for, like the execution. Make the plays you're supposed to. Take care of business. Make this look like a preseason NFL football game. Get your starters out as fast as you can because you execute. But, like, to say that what you want to see is the same intensity, you're not going to see the same intensity. You can try. You can talk about it. You can talk about it.
Try.
You're not going to see the same intensity, and that is nobody's fault. It's human nature. You can try all you want. But it's just not going to happen. It is impossible to get the juice, to get the chili that hot that you're going to go out there with the same intensity, because we don't like these games as former players, and we don't like these games as, like, it's such a letdown from week one to going into week two. But you certainly don't like these games as players. They're not looking forward to it. But you still have a job to do. It is still the next team on the schedule. Week two, the most important week of the year, most important game is the next one. So you got to go out there, and what you want to see is execution. Improvement on some of the things that you didn't do so well in the first week. Improve on some of that technique. Get better. Just get more reps. It's about getting reps against a team with another color helmet, another color jersey. And you just want to see execution. You just don't want to see sloppy stuff. You don't want, like, the mental focus to not be there to where there's, a bunch of pre-snap penalties. Lining up incorrectly, having a bunch of mental errors and stuff like that. Go out there, look sharp. I get it. The intensity is probably not going to be there like it was. But from an execution standpoint, do what you got to do, because you don't really play in the same league like Jake just laid out. It's not a great team. We hope they are. They're a Louisiana team. We want to cheer for them. We want them to get better. We want to get them to where they have been in the past. But right now, it's just not it. So go take care of business. Get the twos in.
Alondra, Jordan, what do you want to see this weekend from the LSU Tigers? Anything stand out specifically?
So that was kind of my thing, too, is coming into this game is obviously Louisiana Tech is not the same caliber as LSU right now. So that was mine. Like, can you keep your head on straight and come off this big win that you had in week one and not get humbled by your – like other state school here in Louisiana Tech. I mean, what was it? Troy back in
17.
Was it 17?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't want a redo of that. So my biggest thing is, you looked great versus Clemson, and go out there and pose your will and make sure that you don't let up. And it'll kind of, because remember, I was kind of against the 1-0 thing. Whenever they were during the off season and stuff like that, like I was like, I don't know if we should, but now I kind of get it, and I want to see if that keeps going into the Louisiana Tech game. I know they're still doing it, and they're like, okay, 1-0 versus Louisiana Tech, but I just want to see that mindset continue on even against them.
Yeah. It's a leadership game. You have to have strong leaders to go to games like this, because there's only so much like Brian Kelly's going to say all the right things to the team, and he's going to hype them up as much as he can. But at the end of the day, it's like these types of games are your brother's next to you in the locker room. Like,
right.
the people, the senior leaders, the leadership on the team, they can't accept anything less than somebody's best. Where the intensity might not be there, it's the execution and the attention to detail. Let's spend the same amount of hours in the film room. Let's spend the same amount of hours in the weight room. And probably like, let's get everything out of it. Let's do everything the right way. And then prepare yourself for the weeks to come.
Yeah, the thing that I think is important is who you have in week 3 too. So you don't want this high to a dip and try to come back up against Florida. Just look, and like Matt said, you're going to try. Like the intensity,
obviously,
it's going to be tough.
Right, yeah.
It's tough.
Ain't going to be there.
But if you just continue on and you take care of business, then you springboard into a rival coming to your stadium in week number 3.
Right.
I just don't think you want the peaks and valleys. Like you want to keep it consistent.
Yeah, we don't want a repeat of Nichols last year. You know, where it's like, you don't want to repeat of that. So my biggest takeaway would have to be, just come in, handle business. You're a better team. Like I know I agree with Matt wholeheartedly. It's gonna be hard to juice it up how it's gonna be because you're playing. They're not stupid. They know what's going on with Latte. Like they're not gonna be like you say to do the coach speak, but I think the main thing, go in there, put your foot on the neck, and then like you say, get the young guys in there. Let everybody get some experience. Guys that are gonna redshirt. Get to play 4 games.
Yeah.
Get them in there. So I want to see Harlem Berry. Like this is the game where I want to see the young guys. To get up comfortably and then get the young guys in there. Let's see what they got.
I'm right there with you.
I don't need to see Nas play alone.
Look, at some point you got to get some of those stats for.
That's a good point
for Heisman.
See what like Colin Hurley. Like see you might get in the game.
I want to see Michael Van Buren.
Oh, Michael Van Buren. Yeah, Michael Van Buren. Get him in the game. Ashton Stamps didn't play against Clemson.
Right.
Get him in the game. That's what I want to see. Get up. Let's see what these guys got.
All right, we'll take a break. Talk a little Saints Cardinals when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, the rivalries, the marching bands, the upsets. Saturdays just got way more fun. College football is back. Think you know the game? Put your knowledge to the test with DraftKings Sportsbook and turn your big picks into big payouts with live betting, rivalry week odds boost, and more. DraftKings Sportsbook has everything you need to own every Saturday. And here's something special for the first timers, new DraftKings customers. You can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Baton Rouge. That is promo code Baton Rouge for new customers to get that $300 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. In partnership with DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus. Physically present in Louisiana. Select parishes only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Licensing partner Golden Nugget Lake Charles. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday ticket offer for new subscribers only. And auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
We came up with the idea of auctions in August. Gulf Coast Bank does all the work. We display the item. We prominently feature it in social media, on our website.
And where down we go, 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 go. Oh, where down we go, 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 go. So where down we go.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Oh, you let your feet run wild. Thomas, come as we all go down. Yeah, but for the folk who my
All right, welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge, brought to you by All-Star Toyota. New Orleans Saints taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Going to be a noon kick on CBS inside the Superdome. What do we want to see outside of the obvious?
Jake Haener
I want to see Jake Haener out there taking reps.
throwing that rugby ball.
Yeah.
If he throws that
I want to see
ball,
JT Gray. Oh, wait. Hang on. Just kidding.
Oh, boy.
I want to see everything.
I know. Like, I was like, outside of a victory, because duh. But
they're going to win. Saints going to win this week.
Yeah, I'm not too opposed to winning. I'll be okay.
Saints going to win this week.
I wouldn't be like.
I want to see.
Kyler Murray, not it.
I'm about to say. What,
I do want to see Spencer Rattler kind of go off.
That'd be nice.
And just kind of give a big, like, I got 2 words for you, like at the end of the day.
Yep.
Quiet the haters. Yeah. AKA Nick Underhill.
Mm-hmm.
AKA everybody that covers the team.
True.
It ain't just our boy Nick. Everybody. Hey, tell me about Spencer Rattler in week 1 coming up. Well, Tyler Shuck is.
It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time with Tyler Shuck.
Yeah. Okay, but I
asked you about Spencer.
Nothing against Tyler Shuck, because Tyler Shuck's been great since he got drafted. But I am rooting hard for Spencer Rattler.
No, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want him to succeed so bad. And not just because he's playing for the Saints. His story, getting to know him a little bit over the last couple of years, the way that he's humbled himself. He has been a great teammate. He has been somebody that plays with a lot of confidence, but not in a I'm too cocky way.
Yeah,
I can root for him and his story and the way that he's gotten to this point to be a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, seeing him first time seeing Spencer Rattler was on QB1, so started off on the wrong foot.
So yeah,
so seeing the ups and downs of his career, Caleb Williams coming in, taking his job in Oklahoma, him having to go to South Carolina, and then leading up into this point. You can not only not root for him, but at the same time, it's like, if the Saints win 5 games this year, are we going to keep Rattler around next year? At a certain point, it's like, I feel like the clock is ticking on him and Shuck. Like, I believe, if you ask me, I think the Saints are in their Davis Mills era before the Texans got C.J. Stroud. We're going to keep Davis Mills around for the 2 years, see, we're not going to be good. We're going to see what type of picks we get and where we end up. But I just think that that's the era the Saints are in right now. I don't really think that you have the starting quarterback of the team in 2030 on this roster right now. No, I don't believe that. So
a long way away.
That's a long way away.
But it's like
you can't see that with a telescope.
But it's like, Chargers, Herbert. I can see Herbert being y'all starting quarterback in 2030. I don't know if that guy's on the roster.
Yeah, I mean, there's what? How many teams have their guy for 2030 right now? 8? Is that too high?
Seems like a lot. I mean, oof. Well, I mean, especially when you're talking about the
but he's a younger
32nd ranked roster.
That the Saints are going to have 8 wins?
No.
Sorry.
No, I said how many teams right now can think of who their quarterback's going to be in 2030.
Oh, okay.
I said probably 8.
My bad.
I think the thing though.
I was like, you're tweaking.
No.
I was like, hang on, Jake.
No. These meds are really working.
I was like, woo!
The thing I'm looking for the most is, of course, besides the quarterback play, is really seeing this new Kellen Moore offense in action. So we had our discussion with Kellen Moore last week, and he kind of just definitely admitted, just like every coach does, every offense, like everything is not installed for preseason. What you see is pretty basic, vanilla stuff, trying to get the ball in some guy's hand, do some basic stuff, basic football plays, but it's not you don't get the entire picture of what this offense is going to be, how the game management's going to be, how he is as a head coach. So it's his baby. This is his, make no qualms about it. This is his offense. He has installed it from all this amalgamation of all the things, all the offenses and offensive philosophies and great minds that he's been around. I'm so interested to see how that is going to translate into week 1, season 1 of what Kellen Moore, because I believe that he is a very good football mind, a very good football coach. He was a really great player and has been a good quarterback coach, offensive coordinator. Now he gets a shot. So what is that offense going to look like? Excited to see that in action and let them cut it loose. And I get it. I know that there's some roster issues. There's some talent discrepancies here and there, but it's still the NFL. These are NFL professional football players. They will win games. I'm sorry if you want them to go 0-17.
Yeah,
it ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
And I think they'll win this weekend. Playing at home, week 1, they got a lot of juice. Arizona doesn't really know what to expect, right? They're not. They don't have a book of tape on what a exact Kellen Moore offense is going to be, or a head coach run, or Kellen Moore team is going to be all about. So there's not a lot to go on that. So if they're going to get some, I say get them early, and they got a shot at it. Arizona, they got talent, of course. Kyler Murray's there; he's ultra talented, but
they're not world beaters.
Not world beaters. Yeah. It's a winnable game, especially at home. Week 1, go out, shut the haters up, Spencer.
Dome will be juiced.
Huh?
The dome will be juiced,
and it should be, even though it's the cheapest ticket in the NFL right now.
Yeah, but they're going to be in there. It's week 1. They're going to be in there.
It's still shocking to me that it's the cheapest ticket.
And I'll say this too.
It's gone down $1. 36 now. It was 30,
waited.
It was 37.
One of the main things I do want to see the most is what you're going on, Matt, about is what's the identity of this team, or what the identity of this team will be like. The better teams in the league, Ravens or the Eagles, they're going to be smash mouth football. They're going to come out, they're going to run the ball. What exactly is this identity of the team's going to look like? That's one thing I will be looking for, because, the team's going to take on the identity of the coach. We don't know what Kellen Moore, I don't know.
Here's the good thing about Kellen Moore, though, and I'll give him an attaboy for this, and we talked about it when we had him on. He will look at what his talent is and create the identity.
So good coach. Yeah.
Think about, so he's had Dak Prescott, he's had Justin Herbert, he's had Jalen Hurts. All 3 of those offenses have been completely different.
Yep.
Because he's looked at his talent and said, okay, I need to form the offense around what I have. Mm-hmm. So with that being known, us having that knowledge, I think you're going to have an offense that is built around number 41.
Okay.
I think AK is going – that's why I said my bold prediction, he's going to have his first 1,000-yard season.
Okay.
I think he is going to be the driving force in the entire offense, and then you're going to ask Spencer to go make a handful of plays every single game.
Okay.
I think it is going to be built around him. And like I said, Kellen's done a great job in his past of building around certain players and certain skill sets. And if I had to guess, I think it's going to be built around AK in the passing game and the running game.
And I think that 1,000 yards rushing, It will be tough to hit because I do think teams are going to make you beat them with the young quarterbacks. They're going to try to take that, but it won't be unheard of to have over 1,500 yard all-purpose. Certainly.
I think he's going to be checked down Charlie for sure.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And that's great. I mean, get creative with that. Also, I mean, you got playmakers, you got speed out there. Get the ball in your playmakers' hands.
You hit. Look,
let them run.
Look, you hit 2 deep heavy play action shots down the field. Everybody backs up, and it opens up running lanes. And you got the perfect receivers, I think, to be able to go do that.
You got speed.
Hey, we're talking ourselves back
Woo!
into it.
8 wins, Alondra. It ain't just the meds, baby.
I don't know, bro.
It ain't just the meds. It's also the CTE.
Honestly, let's go through the room. Let's pick a realistic win total for the Saints. This is should this be turnover chain?
We could turnover chain it, but Taylor's not here, so.
All right.
I'm saying 5.
I don't even necessarily believe this, but if it's going to give me the chain, I can blame CTE on this. I am going to go 8-9 for Louisiana.
Whoa.
New Orleans Saints.
Whoa.
Yeah, why not? Why
Big
not?
one. That's a big one.
Why
If
not?
the Saints go 8-9, Rattler's your future.
Why not?
He's your future then.
Look, this is
There is
this
no
is
blowback
supposed
if
to
you
be.
get it wrong. That's
This
true.
is supposed to be bold.
8-9. That's.
Oh, it's supposed to be bold?
Oh,
be
bold.
bold.
Oh man, that's.
I was going realistic.
That's a good year to me.
Realistic, I do think they're going to win 6 games.
Yeah,
But bold, I think they can find their way to 8.
I'm sitting at between 5 and 4, like 5 to 4 wins.
You
Yeah,
win
I'm
4
sitting
games,
at-
my God.
Yeah,
that's-
you know,
I'm
I
at
think
5.
you'll split with Atlanta. You'll split with the Carolina. You know, I think the Bucks kind of run away with the division. I just don't really. The Saints will. The Saints are going to have to be
for
scrappy.
Atlanta this year. I
Saints
think
will.
Penix is good.
Yeah, they'll catch you later in the year. Like they're one of those teams that later down the line they're going to knock somebody. Not gonna say knock them out the playoffs, but like ruin their playoff seeding a little bit. Like they're one of those teams. Like you're sleeping on
They're
them.
gonna have those moments where they're gonna lose 3, 4, 5 straight, and then they might go.
Oof.
I'm gonna just to be different, sake of being different. I'm gonna go 7.
Okay.
Just because I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a fan.
Y'all, how
I've
about
been a
this?
hater.
We're talking about how crazy we are picking them to have a losing record still.
You're right. That's the bold take.
Bold take,
is 8
losing
wins.
record.
Not even sniffing
You just
500.
have
Bold.
so many problems at every position of in your roster.
Cool.
So
You got to have some things go your way to get to 7 wins.
I mean,
you got to
the
have a lot
defense
go
is-
your way. You got injuries. You got to
need luck.
avoid.
the defense is going to give us 5 wins.
Are we saying they got to have luck to have a losing to be
God.
2 games under?
Yeah, man. Because
We are saying
And we're in
that,
a
aren't we?
rebuild era.
Yeah. But if he does get 7 to 8 wins year 1 with Kellen Moore, I think that's a W. Like that's a win.
Oh, yeah.
He gets
It's a
7 wins
with this team and this
Wow.
roster right now.
He
The
gets
sky's
7
the limit. if you
he
ask
gets
me.
7 He's Gray Marshall of Endymion.
Yeah. Yes, he would. What? I would be a believer. I'm the biggest Kellen Moore fan at that point. I'm like, oh my goodness. This guy turned water into wine into water, water into wine, or something like that.
Wine into
Wine
water.
into water.
Something like that.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't
something
do
like
that. Unless you're going to put My High in it, drinkmyhigh.com.
Stay hydrated.
Well, hey, actually, yesterday when I was down bad before I got my meds, My High helped me out a little bit.
It does. It does indeed do that.
Went a little, the orange flavor. Zero
The
sugar.
zero?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
My high,
Yeah.
fueling the marathon training,
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Fueling life, really, if you think
Yeah.
about it.
hot Pilates,
It should be fueling your life. If it's not, go to drinkmyhigh.com
or Rouse's.
or Rouse's.
True. Big true.
How about this? How about you go see Jake and Matt at Rouse's, and
Yep.
while you're there,
Buy My High.
you get you some
Hey,
My
the other
High.
day I was
Maybe he'll sign the
I went and
box.
got a
Yeah,
couple
sign
cartons to put on the desk when we were at Rouse's. And it pretty much like every time I go,
Put 'em
it's
back
almost like
after.
sold out.
Did
like
you buy
there.
'em?
So like people,
Or
they
did you
get them while they're hot. And
Wait.
they're stocking those things up like.
Did
every
you
other
buy
day.
them or did you steal them?
No, I went and
He
put
put
them
him
back.
back.
I
He put 'em
guarantee
back.
they're sold now.
I thought maybe you just, hey, that's my product.
Better
Gonna
get your
walk out of
hands
here
on
with it.
some before they gone.
All right, we'll take our last break of the show, wrap it up with Ask the Bench when we come back on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GoTommies.com.
Tommy.
That's GEAUX, Tommies with the Y.com. Once you go to the website, you'll clearly see the difference. You'll also see the gallery of work that they can do for you, that they've done for your neighbor here in the greater Baton Rouge area. Testimonials of past clients as well. I mean, I love the website. It really breaks it down. I mean, windows, doors, siding, they each have their own tab, and also like other services, right? Something we don't talk a lot about, but they can help you out. We talk gutters sometimes. I mean, just go check out their website, see what they can do for you. One of the things that I always encourage you to, like if you got a custom job, like you got a custom door that you've been thinking about, or a custom window that, man, no, everybody tells me they can't do that. Well, Tommy and the team can do it because I've had them out. They've had that conversation with me. They can have it with you. Go to gotommys.com.
Yeah, Tommy's Windows, Sidings, Doors. Like, we know if you have a project going on, you're going to get a couple of different prices and quotes. Make sure that Tommy's is one of them so they can prove to you that they truly are the best. Go to gotommys.com.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team color, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
We came up with the idea of auctions in August. Gulf Coast Bank does all the work. We display the item. We prominently feature it in social media.
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door. And the
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
So you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this.
All right, welcome back in OTB.
And you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay.
Hey, hey. Death Valley gonna light up this weekend. The real one. It's our house.
Go to trashrangers.com. Need a roll-off dumpster, 3 different sizes to choose from. Get in contact with them. Let them know how big your project is. They're going to make sure you have the right size dumpster on your project. And if you don't know exactly, maybe you got a lot more trash than you thought, they can come empty that dumpster and bring it right back. Trashrangers.com. Trashrangers.com. Oh, that's a funny comment in midstream ad. All right. Ask the Bench, they talked a lot about Caden Durham's patience running the ball. FB1, thoughts on his timing. I thought Caden was great. 17 carries, right at 75 yards. That's exactly what LSU needs from him this year. And he's going to have games where he has bigger moments. But, man, you saw the difference when he was healthy compared to last year. He was fighting through that foot injury that he had, and he was gritty as hell last year finishing the year. But, man, I thought he had a big, big day. I mean, even the first carry he got, they had him down in the backfield, and he somehow stays up and hits a big play. So, explosive runs all over the place for Caden Durham.
Yeah, he had great vision.
Patience was awesome.
Reading blockers. Well, and LSU did a lot of things where they were like pulling a tight end around, like looping a tight end around or pulling somebody, and they're blocking one-on-one with like leaving somebody free, so the line will like block down and leave an end free, and it's tough to read like a looping blocker like that. Did a really good job. Very exciting.
Ask the Bench, what about the fan tailgate we got promised? I'm still trying to work on that. I'm trying to find the location. Like, if we did it at Elite, the problem is, because I dug into it, is the parking and the roads being closed and how far it is away. So we're actually doing our show from Pro Dreams tomorrow, and so I'm going to have a conversation with him. Maybe we can do a tailgate there before a game since it's in that shopping center with the OG walk-on. So I did not forget about y'all. Still got to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we will be doing our show every home game Thursday from Pro Dreams. So that starts tomorrow. Friday at Rouse's. Come hang out with us. Multiple opportunities most weeks.
We are going to be having some fun this football season.
All right. Thank you all for tuning in, even with the technical difficulties. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Off the Bench.
All right, go to KTOZBlinds.com, KTOZBlinds.com. That is K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. Been doing it since 2004. In the greater Baton Rouge area, in Lafayette, on the North Shore, all that contact information, top right corner of the site. And the thing I love about Brandon Barton and the team, they're going to know your space better than you do in about 10 minutes time. Sometimes it doesn't even take 10 minutes. For me, they walked into my house. You need this here. You need that there. And it's going to fix A, B, and C. I didn't know C was even an option, but Brandon and the team did. Go to KTOZBlinds.com.
Yeah, K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. Go to that website. It's a brand new website. It's beautiful. It shows you everything that they do right there on the front homepage. There is a video of Brandon Barton, the owner, talking about. You can just see the passion, the knowledge that they have for your homes. Make your house more energy efficient. Make your house more beautiful. Everything K to Z Interiors and Outdoor